Alright, how's it going guys? Today this video is going to be slightly different than my other videos due to the fact that gameplay is actually not the main thing about it and is kind of more discussion based with my opinions on a matter. Today I wanted to talk about the topic of a certain Roblox game I haven't uploaded to my channel for like a good 30 days I think, despite it being one of my most uploaded games on my channel. So yes, we are talking about Heaven's Arena, and the topic is, why is the game dying, or already dead at this standpoint, I'd like to think. So let's get into it. First things first, if you don't know what Heaven's Arena is, it's a fighting game that features a variety of different anime characters, much like an already well-known game that we all love and hate at the same time, and that fact alone is already a big issue in terms of why the game is on a heavy decline. So a better way to get into the discussion than starting with talking about this topic, the ABA comparison. As we know, ABA is one of the anime games that's been around for the longest and maintain a decent run in player returns, and keeps improving every time an update comes out, whether you agree or not. And many games have tried to come in and take the throne have sadly been shut down after release, but just to name a few, there's Anime Saga and Anime Stripe, and Heaven's Arena is getting close to joining that list. The problem with ABA existing compared to Heaven's Arena and any other new anime battleground game that features the same base concept is that ABA has existed for over 2 to 3 years now, and in terms of depth, cannot be beaten by a game that is just now coming out in 2022. ABA already has a player base and the roster size to keep people playing and joining the game for the first time, while a newer game like Heaven's Arena don't have that level of depth and is quickly pushed out of the play rotation as they're trying to keep up with updates. And to put the nail in the coffin, these games all feature the same issue, just not being as polished or as fine as ABA. There's no point in moving over to a new anime battle arena game when ABA at the very least functions most of the time. And speaking of functioning, it's time to directly talk about the game's quality. First, the other two games I just named, Heaven's Arena has showed promise in allowing itself to be refined, but as frustrating as it was, every time the game took a step forward, it took 2 steps back. To bring up a very specific occurrence, the owner of Heaven's Arena trying to balance the game and polish it for the gameplay to be more enjoyable, he went dark for a week and came back and made an update that was clearly not tested. This update was an attempt to change the core feature of Heaven's Arena of not being based around throwing out skills, so he decided to give characters hyper armor on every skill, and the way it was put into the game showed it wasn't tested. Just to show an example of this, it allowed people to start combos with extenders because their moves couldn't be cancelled, and also generally broke the game's whole original concept of the game not being based around skills.
Look.
Bro, why,
What?
dude?
Oh my god.
Bro, no, bro.
The Discord featured many votes and polls in terms of trying to get the community to help balance and polish the game, but it always ended up failing because it didn't help the fact that people couldn't properly voice their opinions to the devs without going through a Discord bot that talks to them. And all they could really do was just give an answer based on answer 1 through 4 and not actually give their own input. And since so many people had their own issues with the game's gameplay and couldn't properly give their input on the game, that leads into the worst thing about this game when it started to die. Characters only came out every 2 to 3 weeks and didn't hope they were delayed for balance changes that no one liked or really asked for. And when they came out, they were kind of like a slap in the face for anyone playing the game because the game basically got flipped upside down with some crazy change. Since I believe the game only has one sole developer, you were getting one character update, and the character updates were less frequent than the attempted game patches. It really sucked when the patches were kind of dumb too. It wouldn't be a proper discussion if I didn't talk about what a majority of the game's players hated about the game. Of course, first playing the game, you'd probably drop in and go into a public match and soon realize that this game doesn't work properly with more than 2 people fighting at the same time. And it's even worse when you go into ranks and you're playing 2v2 or 3v3 with 1 or 2 of your friends. Because you have to deal with all the things that comes with, big AoE or ranged attack characters interrupting your characters, making it impossible for you to do anything. And speaking of combos, everyone knows that combos can go in this game, although not exactly a bad thing, but in this case it is. A lot of people ran into combos that lasted so long that they just left the game, and I always thought that you should reward your player for taking the time to test and optimize the best combos they can pull off with their imagination. But some of the things people came up with were basically 100 to zeros, and can never really get passed out of the game without changing how the game works completely. Going back to what I said before, some of these changes that he was trying to make to get people, not to get infinite comboed and shit, kind of just ruined the game because a lot of those features were needed in the game. Moving forward from why the game died, of course I have to give my opinion on the question of if this game could make a return, and to be honest, I don't really think it can. And you're probably thinking, well Dabo, it's your most uploaded game, why wouldn't you want to start getting updated again? Yes, this may be true, but that comment is kind of flawed. Of course I can say I liked this game when it first came out with how much I played it and made videos on it, but I don't see the game returning to a better state. I feel like at this point, the developer didn't know what he wanted to do with the gameplay, and it didn't make any sense releasing characters and gameplay a lot of people did not like, and he himself may have not liked anyways. And then with battling ABA and whatever other games are releasing with similar game styles, it's a lot to try and fix and just go back to regularly scheduled updates. The Discord has been dark for about 2 months now, and I feel that trying to make a comeback will just end in the same burnout the developer may be feeling now. Of course, since most of my videos on this channel are Heaven's Arena, and that's basically what I started my channel on, I thought I should at least compile some of my favorite moments and clips from me or my friends' videos of Heaven's Arena. So, basically, enjoy. Because this may be my last video regarding Heaven's Arena, unless the game actually does make a comeback.
Where your teammate at, nigga?
Oh yeah.
Your teammate at,
Oh
nigga?
yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
Where your teammate at, nigga?
What? Bro, that did not hit me. What the hell? That actually
you
didn't hit
demon.
me. And that character is very interesting.
Not focusing me. The fuck? I'm trying to fight. Yeah, these niggas are team. Wow,
What?
is the racism in
What?
Yo. Yo. It is. We got double barrage.
Oh my
twin.
God.
Me and Double got the synergy too. Yeah.
Oh my
What is going
God.
on? Yes! Yeah, that's excellent! That's excellent!
Oh, I'm about to get comboed, aren't I? Yeah,
That's
okay.
excellent! I think that's enough Heaven Arena for today, Double.
Bro, it's only been 4 minutes.
Bro, Aizen does not beat Goku. No shot!
I won.
No shot just kills me. I'm 60% by the way. Drop, 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 drop.
No job!
This literally kills me? What is that?